What's up, Internet? My name's Nerdy.
And I'm Clarus.
And it's finale time. I'm not ready to start the video because I don't want to say goodbye to the show for however long it takes to get season 2.
Yeah, I don't want it to be over. It's been a journey.
I feel like we've had so many shows lately be like, it's going to be 2.5 years until season 2. And I'm like, God damn it.
That's a lot.
I hope Last of Us doesn't do that. I hope we're getting Last of Us season 2 2024.
Yeah, I feel like they were probably on it. You know, they were probably like, hey, this is what we want to do. You know, maybe filmed a little bit of stuff already, even.
Maybe. I also feel like letting Bella age up a bit, because there is such a time jump between Game 1 and Game 2.
Right, that's true.
Ellie is in such a different place between Game 1 and Game 2, giving them the opportunity to like grow into that. I understand like the idea behind that.
Yeah.
But selfishly, I want more now.
Yes. No, I feel that.
But it's time to watch the finale. If you want to watch our full-length reaction to the Patreon finale, go to the finale, go to our Patreon. That's it. I'm dyslexic.
You nailed it.
Patreon.com/nerdynightly is the place for that stuffs. But you're already here, so stay here, leave a like, and let's get into it. Hold open. All right. Ashley.
That's a familiar face for you.
Mm-hmm. Jesus Christ. You thought Joel and Ellie had it bad. Here's a pregnant woman running from zombies.
Oh, I don't like this.
Oh no! Oh, it's so bad! Woo! Is this making you want to have kids?
No.
Oh.
This is fucking nice.
Oh my god, okay, it's only one. It's only one! Ah! Oh my god, yes, let's go! That's where Ellie gets it from.
Yeah, God.
Woo! It popped out.
Fair. Honestly, like, fair. Like,
Hi, ladies. Do you want to skip your labor? Just be in mortal danger. Oh, no!
Yeah, you tell her. You fucking tell him, Ellie. Yeah, it's okay.
Oh, what a way to start an episode.
God damn.
Oh, shit. I guess they're saying Marlene brought Ellie into the city?
I guess. Someone's gotta find her.
You got a little tear, baby.
What?
You got a little tear.
No, I'm fine. I'm good.
Interesting.
It'll only be like, what, 6 years into the pandemic? Whatever this is.
Yeah, like 6 years. Oh, Anna.
And I want you to give her this. Her name is Ellie.
Ah!
So you pick her up right now. And then you kill me. I can't kill you. No, please, please, please.
You can't let her What the fuck?
Cover her ears.
Really making us watch Joel and Ellie die in back-to-back weeks? It's rude. It's rude. Neil? That sucked. It was good to see Ashley Johnson in something again. Mm-hmm. As if I haven't seen her every minute of every day for the last, 4 weeks. Well, I've been binging Critical Role.
Beefaroni, Chef Boyardee.
Oh, cool.
Boggle!
Have you ever played this?
Fucking love Boggle.
If you want to beat me at something, it would be this. Hospital that way may be the one we're looking for.
Got it.
I feel like having Marlene be the one who brought her into the city makes things a little weird.
Why?
Because, how did she end up in a Fedra school?
Well, Marlene probably wasn't a Firefly her whole life.
She was a Firefly there.
Oh, was
Yeah,
she?
the Firefly logo was painted on the barn when Anna was going into that house.
I missed that.
So then, it just was luck that Ellie's best friend happened to want to join the Fireflies that were...
They had a guitar in that RV. It's all smashed up, but got me thinking.
helpful.
You want to learn how to play guitar? Ellie?
Oh, yeah.
You just strum the center button on the PlayStation controller.
Okay, so this is what I'm thinking.
Cut through that building to get around that stuff, find a skyscraper, go up and look around.
Actually, this time I was thinking we blast our way through that rubble. I found some dynamite in that RV back there. No, so we're gonna cut through that building, find a skyscraper, go up and look around. Talk about bad luck. Military drops bombs. Not one of them hits the building you're trying to demolish.
There's a lot of noise.
If I get you up there, you can drop that ladder down. Come on, I'll give you a boost.
That looks familiar.
Yes, it does. But that's just every video game. Hey, I need you to go get the thing that lets me get to the next thing.
1, 2, up! You got it?
Yeah.
This is a nice little homage to the games.
Whoa.
Jesus.
Damn it, Ellie!
Also, the generator in the back of that shot, looking exactly like the generators from the games.
Wait, what the fuck did she see from down there?
I have no idea. Oh, no, I do know. Yeah.
How did she see whatever she saw down there? What is going on? That makes no sense.
Because they can move. Oh, they did it. I was sure they were going to cut this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's such a sweet moment.
What are you doing?
It's all right.
I do kind of wish the Jurassic Park theme song had started playing.
It's not a dinosaur.
Na-na-na. I mean, to Ellie, it might as well be.
Yeah.
Press X to pet.
Hey there.
Never seen a giraffe tongue before?
It was just the way it came around Joel's body that it was very Jar Jar for a moment when he's grabbing the apples at Anakin's house.
So fucking cool.
Bye.
Oh, where's she going? Come on.
That's so sweet. I'm glad they brought that back. Welcome to St. Louis.
And when we're done, we'll go wherever you want. Tommy's, Sheep Ranch, the moon. I'll follow you anywhere you go. But there's no halfway with this. We finish what we started.
Yup. It's all or nothing. Fuck, I don't feel very good anymore. The opening was like...
I don't think it's a feel-good show,
I know, but... Yeah. Props to the props department. Because this shit looks exactly like the game. Set deck and props crushed this.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see the mountains from St. Louis?
I think I know.
Oh, wait, they're at Salt Lake. I have no idea where they are.
I don't remember.
One of the two.
What I think the United States map looks like is not what it looks like.
I was the guy who shot and missed. Sarah died. And I couldn't see the point anymore. Simple as that. And I wasn't scared either. I was ready. Went to pull the trigger. I flinched. Still don't know why.
I'm glad that didn't work out.
Me too.
I'm glad you missed. It's so dark. This episode is already so much. It's so I was trying to prepare myself mentally for it to be an overload, but I'm like,
Yeah.
oh fuck. You can't kill Ashley Johnson and then have them be all sad and show me giraffes. I fucking love giraffes.
People are making apocalypse jokes like there's no tomorrow.
Ha 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 ha.
That's a 3 out of 10.
But 7 minutes.
I'll give it a 5. 5 out of
Shit!
10.
Wait, why? Holy fuck! Just say hi!
Ellie!
You've already knocked him out. Fuck you guys. You assholes. Jesus. Flashbang a man and then give him a goddamn concussion?
Rude.
Truly. Who flashbangs a kid? Also, who throws a flashbang behind somebody?
Me, probably.
You got hit pretty hard.
Oh.
It was all her. She fought like hell to get here.
She would have been dead on day 1.
Nah, you don't know Ellie.
He thinks that the cordyceps in Ellie has grown with her since birth.
Why is she in surgery?
He's going to remove it from her, multiply the cells in a lab, produce those chemical messengers, and then we can give it to everyone.
Cordyceps grows inside the brain.
It does. I promised her mother that I would save her child. I promised. So I do understand. I'm the only one who understands.
Woo! Oh, fuck. You stressed out?
No.
I'm stressed out.
I didn't hear anyone say stop.
Which way?
Down the stairs.
It's a fair question.
That is fair.
You can wander a hospital for hours if you don't know where you're going.
The fuck are you doing? Keep walking. I said keep walking.
I don't have time for this.
Oh, it begins. I don't know how he's gonna do this. He didn't pick up the flamethrower. Fuck.
Unhook her.
How did you get in here?
I said unhook her.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Because she lives in a broken world that you could have saved.
Maybe. But it isn't for you to decide.
Or you. Because I think she'd want to do what's right.
But you didn't ask her.
What?
It's all right. You're with me. Turns out there's a whole lot more like you. People that are immune. Dozens of them. The doctors, they couldn't make any of it work. They've actually... They've stopped looking for a cure. I'm taking us home.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Oh no!
You've just come after her.
Oh. That felt so short. That,
Yeah.
like, flew by.
Yeah.
Okay. If I didn't know that was coming, I don't know what I would be like right now.
She would have liked you. Definitely different kids.
How so?
Well, she was a lot more, I want to say girly, and I'm not saying that you're not girly.
I'm not.
She had a killer smile. Again, not saying that you don't. Because you're funny. I think you would have made her laugh. Anyway, I bet you would have liked her back.
Yeah, bet I would have. Hey, wait. Back in Kansas City, you asked me about the first time I killed someone. When I got bit in the mall, I wasn't on my own. My best friend was there. And she got bit too. Be all poetic and just lose our minds together. And then she did. And I had to.
But if you just keep going, you find something new to fight for. And maybe that's not what you
Swear
want.
to me. Swear to me that everything you said about the Fireflies is true.
Oh, Joel.
I swear.
Okay.
What?
You okay?
That was so abrupt.
Yeah.
That was so fast.
It felt fast, right?
Yeah.
Wow. I'm honestly like I'm kind of surprised they went very minimalistic in terms of like there wasn't like a huge action set piece. Even the like massacre through the hospital was handled in a very like tasteful kind of way. Mm-hmm. It wasn't aggressive. Even though obviously it was very gory and like it was violent and what Joel did.
Yeah.
But it didn't have like a. It was so mournful.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, it was just like bleak.
Yeah. I kind of feel like I feel this weird mixture of like incredible tension and incredible numbness right now.
Yeah.
And I just don't know, like...
It's weird. it's like not the choice I thought they were gonna make, and not like storytelling wise. Like I knew, I knew how it ended, but yeah, in the terms in terms of the like how, I'm surprised. It's weird. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm honestly surprised they didn't have more infected in the finale.
One.
Yeah. And not even with Joel and Ellie. Like, when was the last time they encountered an infected in their timeline? Kansas?
It's been a while.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Just interesting. Just in the adaptation, very interesting. Great performances, though. Marlene, like, I think she almost had the best performance in the finale. You know?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit thrown off personally by the choice to make Anna and Marlene be friends. And maybe that is in the game, and it's not in the first game. Maybe that's information from the second game that I just don't remember. But the choice to do that was interesting because it colors how Ellie makes it back to Marlene, and the fact that Ellie and Marlene have never met each other. And the fact that, like, Marlene, like, why did Ellie end up in a Fedra school? It doesn't seem like a path that Marlene would send her on. But then at the same time, like, I don't know who raised her. And so that was just, like, new information in a way that I started to spiral out on a little bit.
Yeah.
It was just distracting for me.
Strange, because they don't really explain any of that. And it does seem like weird coincidence, or maybe it's on purpose, that Riley was recruited by her.
Maybe it was on purpose. But then why didn't Marlene want to send Ellie with? Oh, maybe Marlene just wanted to keep Ellie close.
Yeah. Like
she was watching her.
Yeah, because if she knew who like Ellie like was roommates with, was hanging out with, was friends with, then you wait to get like her alone. Like it's possible that like she was like purposefully targeted as a recruit.
Yeah. No, just great performances. What a great season of television.
Yeah.
What, like, truly. There is one moment from near the end of the game that I wish had made it to the show.
Yeah.
That's just like an action set piece that is not necessary.
Oh.
Just one that I really like for the relationship between Joel and Ellie. That happens in a bus underwater. But other than that, they brought everything important to it. That was very, like, very bleak.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like, I don't know.
Shell-shocked.
Yeah, and I knew what was going to happen. Like, so it's not even, I don't know. Like, I don't feel like shock. I just feel like, God, that sucks. Like, which is like, the story, it's the story. It's about the humans, right? It's not about it's not about the narrative. It's about who these people are. And that's interesting. And that's why we had, the Bill and Frank episode. That's why we had the Riley episode. Like, it's because the show is about the people. But, like, oh my God. Yeah, like, just having that whole sequence with Joel massacring everybody in, like, almost silence, a little bit of music. Like, it was, like, horrific, but not in, like, a horror sense. Like, it wasn't like even that graphic, or like, I mean, it's violent, but it wasn't like what do you call it? Like, it wasn't excessive. It was just like cold. It was like stone cold. And that, like, I guess that's what was shocking.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how to articulate it.
No, I feel what you're saying. I kind of wish that prior to the drafts, we had a moment where Joel and Ellie had a tense situation together to show the difference in their relationship. I obviously we get that in the dialogue scenes.
Yeah.
But just because Joel spent so much of episode 8 and 7 not with Ellie, I feel like post him being stabbed, we didn't get a lot of time of the two of them together. We got a couple conversations here. And I honestly think, like, this episode was only 42 minutes. I feel like this episode could have been 5 or 6 minutes longer and had something more at the beginning.
I think they almost could have had, like, in a sense, like a bit of a montage, you know, a couple tiny hurdles to get into the city.
Yeah, I don't know.
Of some kind, yeah. But I think they were just, it just felt very like cut and dry.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't like bad. I'm just like
no, I just
feeling and like not really sure how.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I feel like we barely reacted to it.
Yeah, me too.
I feel like we were kind of just sitting here uncomfy for most of the 40 minutes.
Yeah.
It felt like it flew by. That felt like 10 minutes to me.
Yeah, I was like, that was like 15 minutes, right?
I don't know if it's just that, and it might be this, right? It might be that I was so mentally prepared for what was going to happen that my brain needed to get through it. Because I couldn't do it again.
No, that flew by.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think that was you.
It was so wild.
Yeah,
it was just
really
so quick. But again, I played the game many times, and so, you know, other than the opening scenes, it wasn't like it was surprising. It was just so brutal.
Yeah.
You know what? I think I'm excited for season 2 to see Joel reckon with it.
Yeah. Well, because
I think that's the biggest piece of it, and you know, I think that Pedro's version of that final scene where they're walking to Wyoming, that was laced with him trying to, I felt like he was bringing a more, I felt like his performance of Joel in that scene is very different than Troy's is in the game, and he is bringing far more "I'm going to comfort you" energy, whereas Joel has a little bit. In the game, I felt like it's a different kind of gruffness that the two characters have.
Yeah.
And part of that is the build-up to it. In the game, Joel doesn't have the same sort of soft spots throughout that the TV show Joel does, right? With like the panic attacks and showing a little bit more humanity here, whereas Joel really is the like kind of quieter video game narrator character, so that you can feel like you're playing that character. It's not trying to put as much on you.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think that both really work. But in terms of like the finale, I felt like the final scene is more mournful in the game, perhaps, than I think the show is. I just played it like 6 days ago. So, and so I think that is a difference. I'm excited to see Pedro's version of Joel have to reckon with the decisions that he makes at the end of the game more. And I know that is for part 2, and I'm very excited for part 2.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Just a wild season, incredible season of television.
Yeah.
Emmys everywhere. Tossing them.
There are like details of like the second game that I don't remember. So like this is not a spoiler. This is like purely my speculation. But I feel like Ellie has I feel like it's made pretty clear here that Ellie has an inkling that Joel is not being honest with her.
Yeah.
Right. And was probably told things even before she went under surgery. Like, you know, like Joel.
But they didn't tell her. And that's just like the fucking thing, right? Is they're like.
No, I mean.
She's not gonna be scared. We didn't tell her that we're fucking killing her.
Yes. And that's fucked up. You know, like that, like at least let Ellie make her own choice in the matter, right? But like what I mean is.
Well, let her and Joel say goodbye.
Yeah.
Maybe
right?
things go a little bit differently if you don't be like, hey, we're about to kill that kid and we're gonna throw you out on the street.
Yes. Exactly.
Oh, man.
But I just mean, like, Joel took a lot of liberties in his lying. Oh, there's a bunch of kids here. They've been doing this for a long time. There's definitely no way that this is going to happen. And, like, Joel does not know what Ellie was told before going under.
Yeah.
And so those lies are on pretty thin ice if Ellie knows anything. Yeah. And so, yeah, I think season 2, they're both going to have to really come to terms with probably what actually happened. I remember the general story of the second one and like later stuff. But the beginning actually I hardly remember. So
I do, and it's good. People are going to disagree with me about that. If you don't want to be spoiled, don't go to the comments of this video, because people will probably be angry that I say that the second one is as good as the first one.
The second one is great.
Both games are absolute bangers, and this was a wild ride of a year. I'm so excited to watch all of these people win many awards next year. And then hopefully next year we get season 2, because I don't want to wait. I like the show a lot. I am curious if there's going to be more infected in season 2. I feel like that was one element of the show that was very sparse. And it's not even that I think it's a negative for the narrative they were telling, but it did make the show less of a horror than...
Fine by me.
That's true. That's true. It's just a very different vibe.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering if, because of where the narrative goes, maybe they will find more time for emotional storytelling around the affected going into part 2.
Yeah, I guess.
Especially given now that the doctor who could save the day, maybe. I also don't buy that doctor could actually save the day. Even if you could create that vaccine, how are you producing it? Like, vaccine production is like, it's not easy. It's not something that you make in your basement.
No,
for a city of people.
You need professional equipment and machines that they are in a hospital. It is possible, but you would definitely not be able to mass produce it on, I think, like a scale that would help people right away. I think it would take a long time.
Do you think that in The Last of Us world, Joel doesn't save Ellie, she gets killed, they make the vaccine. Do you think that, because Marlene, basically the next step is that Marlene has to go town to town with a vaccine and pitch people on the vaccine. Do you think that there would be anti-vaxxers in The Last of Us?
Of course there would be.
Because, like, it only takes a couple of people I don't know. It depends on how effective it is, but...
No, fuck,
Are they getting booster shots every 6 months in The Last of Us?
Well, no, because it's not fighting, right? It's not like a vaccine. When she explained it, it's tricking the cordyceps into thinking that you are already cordyceps. So if you can have that, if Ellie got it from birth and like has not had like updates, boosters, vaccines or whatever, goes to reason that 1 dose would likely be enough. But I don't know. I'm not a scientist.
I love that you're like, it goes to reason that I don't know.
It goes to reason in my head that doesn't know any better.
I've always, the one problem I've always had with the end of this game, and now the show, is the narrative of, if we get the vaccine from the girl's brain, we will be able to cure everybody. And I'm like, there are so many steps between cutting open her brain and even just having a cure that we're sure doesn't just kill people. Because there's no guarantee, right? If the goal of the vaccine...
Who wants to be the guinea pig?
...is to treat everybody as if they are... Well, it's the monkeys from the last... two episodes ago. 3 episodes ago. God, that was episode 6. If the goal is to create the vaccine, you have to test it to make sure that the people that the cordyceps go into, that the vaccine cordyceps make their cells seem like cordyceps cells, like Ellie's, right? And so in order to do that, you have to hope that you're not just making zombies. Because there's a chance that the cordyceps in Ellie just infect other people.
Yeah.
And so there's this huge, like, this scientist
and then,
is the biggest egotistical person ever who's like, guys, I'm going to solve all of our problems.
And then it gets better on top of that. You have to take the thing, pray that it doesn't turn you into a zombie, and then you have to infect yourself to test actually if it works.
Oh, yeah. To make sure that, yeah. I didn't even think about that part.
Somebody's got to do it. The doctor, I guess? Well, no, because he's got to make it. Like, how many other people can actually fucking make... Yeah, it's terrifying.
But even the first time I was playing the game, I was, like, sobbing because it was my first time through this story. I didn't know how it was going to hit me today. You cried more than I did, which is very rare for us.
That is very rare.
But even my first time through, I was like, you're going to mass produce a vaccine in an apocalypse? Like, good luck. I guess you'll slowly get it to people, but...
Well, yeah, like, you're going to start with, like...
She can barely get across the country with 6 people keeping her alive.
Exactly.
And she's going to carry a vaccine town to town.
I know.
And also, half the people on the planet at this point are, like, murderous rapists who do not want life to go back to normal because then they would have to emotionally confront all the shit they did during the apocalypse. Like, you're not welcome almost anywhere that you go. Imagine trying to take that shit to Kansas City, back to Melanie Linsky. I mean, she's dead, but...
Well, and that's the problem. You put the word out, hey, there's a vaccine, we're going to cure things, we're going to go back to normal. Suddenly you got 100 people showing up to murder you all.
And take it so that they can be the one who... Or to take it and be the ones to deliver it. Because it's very profitable to be the people who hold the vaccine. Like, the steps between Marlene killing Ellie and having a functional vaccine that cures everybody, there are so many pitfalls there. And some of them are, like, logistical things that I just don't know how you would do in a apocalypse.
Well, and, like, how would you
I also don't know how vaccines are made. Maybe you can, like, make it in a bathtub. I don't know, but I feel like that's probably not the case.
And how would you get it off the continent? You'd have
Boats.
to wait.
You know we have boats, right?
Yeah, but I mean, you'd have to have like
They had
enough.
boats in $8.95.
You would need enough functioning boats and people willing to sail the ocean to go like deliver vaccines to other continents where they
Not knowing if anyone is alive.
Not knowing, yeah, they don't know if anybody's over there. I mean, radios, maybe they can. I don't know. Call England. They're like, excuse me, we need the Prime Minister.
But they don't
we
have
a
Google
vaccine.
Translate. How many like languages would survive this apocalypse, right? It is just this thing where like Marlene is so confident that killing this girl is worth it.
Yeah.
And like, I'm not sure that it is.
Well, it's interesting to think about, right?
Oh, 100%,
like,
yeah.
In
And I can see how she gets caught up in the idea of it, right?
Oh, 100%.
Even if the practicality is iffy.
If I was in that moment, I would be like, there is a chance. You know, like a chance is worth something.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, once you actually start like thinking about the how, it's tough.
Maybe it's possible. I
Probably
just
it's possible,
yeah, maybe.
but
Maybe.
it's not easy.
All right, go take your Emmys, everybody. Congratulations, Neil. You did it again. You told The Last of Us story for the 4th time. Original, remaster, remake, and show. You've told this story 4 times, and it's been good every time.
Well,
Take
I don't
your
think
flowers.
The story changed in the first 3.
The remake changes things a little bit.
Yeah.
Apparently. I haven't actually played the remake. I've only played the original and the remaster. But I've read what the differences were. And there you can go slightly different paths in some things. And the combat apparently is a lot better.
Cool.
Because
That's
the bow in The Last of Us, powerful. Doesn't make any sense. It's very hard to use. But when it does hit, it's great. If you like this video, like and subscribe to the channel. If you don't, hit the dislike button. Leave mean comments down below because the algorithm god is hungry and we must feed her. The algorithm goddess this episode is Marlene. And the nurses. The nurses are still alive.
Well,
Joel left
hopefully.
some dangling threads. Yeah,
That's true.
that'll never come back. If you want to
Yeah,
follow
then he killed Marlene because like you'll keep coming after her, but he left some other people alive.
the 3
just
nurses.
to let them.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you want to follow us on the internet, get ready for season 2, y'all. You can do that. I'm at Nerdy Nightly.
I'm at Claris Polaris.
And as always, I'm going to go cry myself to sleep. Do something nerdy tonight.
Bye, guys.
Bye.